What's going on? What's going on, family? It's your boy, Agent Dynamite, Stone the Living Legend, man. We coming to you live from another episode, man, of Boss Talk, man, on Gentlemen Only. Like, listen, man, this topic here, man, I'm super jacked to bring this one to the live scene, man. We got some outstanding guests that's going to be on with us today, man. We had to go old school and new school to really understand the gyro of this generation and where we going with this to bring some more perspective to the conversation. So for those of you, if this is your first time being on Gentlemen Only, let me tell you, it's a safe place for men to talk. We talk about real men, going over real topics, uncensored, just locker room style for us, right? So, it's locker room. So real men, real talk, real topics, real dialogue. Well, we could just be free, right? So it's called Gentlemen Only because, yes, ladies, y'all all invited to the show to come listen, but I need every lady to do that. Y'all can't talk on the show. You know what I'm saying? It's only men panelists. It's only men panelists, but we need every woman to listen attentively, right? And we want your feedback. You can jump in the comments. Talk to us, right? Let us know how you're feeling. But this panel is all men, gentlemen only. Get an opportunity to be able to have a safe space to have a dialogue for healing and growth. Listen, this ain't no bashing conversation. This is about growth. This is about healing, about how we view it from a man's perspective. We can let it out without being interrupted. Y'all know how y'all do sometimes. We trying to say something, you cut us off, and we only get to finish the conversation. So this is why the panel is all men, so the men get a chance to respect each other's perspective and point of view, be able to express it the way they want to express it, get the whole thought out as gentlemen, and then we get an opportunity to be able to help have healing in our own selves, right? Because obviously we want to grow as well, right? So it's about us growing, and I just really feel like that as a man grows and he does better, then he's a better product to his community. You know what I'm saying? He's a better product to society. He's a better product overall for his children, right? So we get so many comments of people who actually, say help them in their relationship. They help them raising their children who are boys, right? Or even help them understand what they could do differently and what they could have done differently from their past relationship, right? So this is all about growth and healing. But we're going to give it to y'all raw. We ain't going to play with you, right? So Gentlemen Only, your boy, Agent Dynamite. So listen, let me introduce my guest, man. We're going to make sure we go to OG first, right? We got to pay the homage. My man, Derek Martin, man, D Nice, right? All the way out of Barry, man. Listen, it's a brother I respect highly. Amazing artist, great business person, man, has an amazing mind, how he view things. So we had to get him on the show to be able to kick the signs, man. So D Nice, tell him who you are and where you're from, bro.
Yeah, my name is Derek D Nice Martin. That's my handle, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I'm an artist, I paint and draw, paint and sips. I'm an entrepreneur, I own my own nonprofit, and I'm also a community leader. And more. But we're not going to get into that. But I want to thank my brother for inviting me into the show, man. I definitely love what you do, bringing the voice to the people, not just our people. We just talk about humanity. But, it is what it is, man. Holla at your boy, man. We live and direct.
Absolutely, man. Y'all heard it first, man, from my man D Nice. Listen, hit him up for the paint and sips, man. One of the best artists I've ever seen in my entire life, man. The brother's just so talented in so many different facets. You want to get him. He got the energy. He got the skill set. So we had to get him on the show to kick the signs, man. This cat right here, man, our next, but this new school, right? This my nephew right here, Gio, man, the Don, man. Listen, when you talking about talent, the boy can sing, y'all. He can't sing. The boy can sing. Yeah. It's singing and singing. You know what I'm saying? The boy can sing, right? The boy got a gift like no other. It's in his bloodline. His father could sing. You know what I'm saying? So, it was just a blessing to have my nephew with me on the show today. He's been following the show, and what I love about Gio is this, man. Young man, married 8 years, family man, got children, went to the military. You know what I'm saying? He came through Salisbury, right, with a lot of us. And, he went out and, went out to the world, served this country and built this family. So he started following the show. It's like, oh, man, it's just amazing. A lot of the older guys go through stuff that I'm going through. So this shows you the dynamic of how this show is going, because you never know who's watching. The whole time we out here building men and building the science. And my own nephew watching it like, listen, oh man, it's helping me. And that's what it's for. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Oh,
it's for brothers to be able to identify with some other brothers so we can heal and we can grow. Like that's what it's for. So with all the great things he's doing, man, and the love that I got for my nephew, man, I had to get him on the show with the OG so he can kick the science. Man. He know how to do it. So tell him who you are, nephew, and where you from, man. What you got going on?
All right, what's going on, y'all? Once again, I want to appreciate you having me on here. My name's Gio. I'm coming out of Salisbury, North Carolina. I'm a military vet. I do music, audio engineer. I'm also a cannabis grower as well as an entrepreneur. I'm a full-time family man. Yeah, and I'm right now pursuing some more business opportunities. So it's a lot of stuff coming. You guys stay tuned. Everything is gonna be everything.
Absolutely. So listen, y'all heard it first, man. Listen, Gio, man, he out here. So let's get into it, man, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all ready for if it was some music, dun, 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 let me get all of that because it's about to go down right now on Gentlemen's Only. So let's get to the first topic, man. Let me pull up our first question. Now, y'all know how we do the show. We do two topics, right? We do the first topic by halfway through, we'll switch to the second topic. And it just depends on how good it flows, right? We might stay right there for a while and just let that marinate, right? But we want to make sure we get into this real quick. So let's get into our first topic. Let me bring it up for you on the handle, right? All right, here we go. So let's talk about it, gentlemen, right? So how has the mindset, I don't need a man, right? How that mindset will lead to lonely women, right? How that mindset, like, I don't need a man. Now, we've been hearing this saying, I don't need a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy right now because when people hear that saying, you can hear, you know, the ego when a woman say it, right? You can hear like, I don't need a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good, I'm straight, right? And so when you look at this, like, society has done a job, right? The media, the music, right? The vibrations and how it came about. So this topic came about. My man D Nice posted something the other day, man. Shout out to the OG. Like, he always got some good dialogue and conversation. So he posted this, and it was a whole conversation around this topic. 50, 60, 70 comments and just rolling for 2 or 3 days straight. I said, yo, this is a good topic. Let's really talk about this. So I invited him to the podcast so we can open it up. And so, you know, let's just talk about this. How this mindset of I don't need a man in this particular generation, because growing up, like, really, I didn't see that growing up. I didn't hear women saying, my mama said I don't need a man. My aunt wasn't saying I need a man, right? You know what I'm saying? So this new era and generation between music and media is indoctrinating the mindset of some of these young sisters that feel like they don't need a man, and how that era, that mindset, that disconnection for understanding the real chemistry of what a man brings to the table is going to leave them lonely and miserable when they get older. So that's what we're talking about, of how that programming, that bad programming, can affect them long term. So D Nice, man, talk to me for a little bit, man. When you put that out there, what was your mindset when you put that out there, and how did that come about, man? Bring it to us, bro.
I mean, like, I'm out here, so you see that. Put it like this. First of all, women are winning right now. They're winning, and you know, like, I was raised by women. I didn't have no male figure in the household, so I watched my aunties and grandmas and them, you know what I'm saying, hustle and work 3 or 4, 5 jobs. So this segment is not the bash women. You know, we love women and all collectively because we was raised by women, but the mindset that, you know, they're getting better jobs, you know, they're becoming truck drivers, you know, we got a VP, you know, in the White House that's a woman. The ego has changed. They feel like, oh, I got the Benz, I got this right here, and I got all this. But without a man, they feel masculine. And it's not to diss someone, nothing like that, but we see it, and then they don't understand when you step and cross a line into that. As men, we don't look at you as females anymore.
That's right.
I'm just being 100. Like, I'm a man. I love women.
Right.
Not only the outline of a woman, but the inside of a woman is beautiful to me. So when you walk and talk and act like a man and all this right here, yo, as men, we get that enough, but with other men growing up.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah. So, you know, and just for me to think about that, I was just like, and it's just real. Like, as us on this panel, we think deeper. And what I mean by that is we play sports. and we won trophies, whether it was football, basketball, whatever, and we bask in that winness.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we'll bask in of winning so much where we not focused on the people that lost to us. And when they lost to us, they coming to get us next year.
Right.
So what I'm saying is when you win, you'll lose focus of the other things. You'll just think of me. And it's the same thing with women. They're winning so much that everything else don't mean nothing to them. And then what's going to happen is they're going to lose in the win. Put it like this. They're winning to lose. Not like what we was taught. We was taught if we have to lose, we're going to lose to win. Meaning if we lose, we setting ourselves up to win later. So, it just had me thinking, man. And I love my sisters. I mean, it is what it is. Like, how you not need a man?
Yeah, I think y'all really need to take that in, man. That's why I wanted Nice to open up with that, because if you would have read the post, you'd have been like, but that's not really what it is. This coming from a heart of a brother is really saying like, yo, y'all missing it. Like y'all missing it. Y'all already winning. Let's talk about it. Like I'm a business advisor, right? I'm a financial advisor, business consultant. Let's talk statistics. For the last almost decade, right? African American women has been the fastest growing entrepreneur in the country, in the world. African American women, like women, period, in business, and
they're killing it.
Has been women. So what we're saying of it is, what the brother's saying is that he recognized that women are winning. That's great, right? But he's also recognizing the flaws that's coming out of women that's winning. And if you're not paying attention, how those flaws is starting to make you masculine and not being the woman that you were designed to be. And you disconnected from how the universe designed man, woman, and child are coming together, you're going to miss the great opportunity of having a happy life with a man, because a man provides more than just money. So I don't need a man. A lot of times when that's said, it's talking financially because they got money. I know plenty of successful women who got businesses, you know what I'm saying, who's successful on their feet and they single. They're not single because they can't, have a man. They single because they don't want a man, right?
Yeah, for real.
They know they can feed themselves, they can take care of their kids, they independent. You see what I'm saying? But when you got that mindset and it's too far left, is what we talking about, right? When it's too far left and you missing the whole picture, you still a woman, sis. Like you still a woman. Don't miss that. You still a woman. So because they winning is what Nice was saying, how they getting too far left and they missing the steps. So when it's really time for them to get with a real man, they don't even got the tools. They so out of sync with what it is to be a woman that's fulfilling a man, because she used to just getting the bag, but she don't know how to connect to a man. So that's going to be a clash, right? So if I'm reading what Nice is saying, that's where the lonely, miserable women going to come from, because you never exercise the tools of how to build a healthy relationship, because you only needed a man, right? For one thing, might have been just sexually, because I don't need a man when it's said, it's talking about financial. But yo, let me tell you something. A man provides way more than finance. Have you ever walked into a room, sisters, right? And you with your dude. And when y'all walk in the room, just his presence. Walk in the room with you, make you feel safe. You feel comfortable. You feel more confident, right? Because you got covering. Hello. See, your bag, the bag ain't got nothing to do with that. Your bag is your bag. But when you walk in the room with no covering and you go through life with no covering, that's a different kind of journey as a woman, because you weren't designed to have no covering. You weren't designed to be out here naked. You were designed to have something that, to be essential to your life. So you saying you don't need a man, you just talking about the bag, but you missing some steps along the way, sis, of what that man do other than just provide. Yeah, you can provide, that's cool, but what about everything else? So Gio, talk to me, bro. Where does mindset come from, bro? Because we ain't going with it. So, yo, from young school, talk to me, man. Where does mindset come from? This your generation. This y'all fault. All this city girl, all this F-I-E, that's y'all. You know what I'm saying? That ain't our stuff. Like, where does come from?
Well, honestly, man, y'all was talking. I was thinking all types of stuff, but in the beginning, like it really started with women equal rights and shit. Like they started wanting the goddamn. I'm sorry for language on here, but they wanted to become a part of society more, and I think that's what had originally started. If we want to go to history, but then when you get to us, it's really the music and the culture right now. It's changing people, because you gotta understand, it's meant to do that. Like the bigger people, like the big heads, the people that's in charge of like the world, America and stuff, they know that we listening to music. They know we listening to
Program.
how everything is running. So
The
they like,
secret agenda. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
so they like, all right, well, cool. Let's go ahead and we know that what they rapping about ain't really gonna help them in the long run. So let them keep rapping. Let's keep pitting these people that's like Nicki Minaj. Let's keep pitting these type of people in front of them so that they can become examples of what we want the females in this generation to be like instead of Lauryn Hill. Like they still got real artists out there, but they're not putting these people in front screen so that people can actually observe and become that. So all we got to really listen to and watch is Nicki Minaj, motherfucking what's that, Doja Cat, all these new females, and these new females is coming on board. They ain't really thinking about the future. They thinking about right now. And right now, for a female, for them is let's get this money. So they really ain't concentrating on like a message or helping the next person. They trying to get the bag and keep it moving. You feel me? And then what they don't really tell you is that after they get the bag, they still be trying to get the mans. They just got done.
Wow.
But then they just don't say it loud. You feel me? They got that going. They be trying to like be in the area where the big ballers at. Like, why are you here for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want a man, then leave. You know what I'm saying? But they be up in there with us. They be all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then honestly, I don't understand as far as like females thinking that they don't need a man. Like the world is set up for y'all to be with us. Even like the Bible said, but even past that, America is set up for it. Like when you get married, me being married, everything is better. Like your credit gonna be better. They gonna help you get a house better because they like, man, you can't do nothing once you get married without the other person for a reason. Like that's it's built that way for a reason. Like you ain't gonna have a president that's not married. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna vote for that nigga because he ain't married. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, like this dude don't know how to raise a family. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna raise a country? You know what I'm saying? So it's set that way. You're not even gonna trust nobody that's not trying to be married. So imagine, you know what I'm saying, going out here trying to date and trying to find somebody to marry. Like you looking to get married, but you ain't a married type of person. You think you independent, but independent people don't need to be married. And the whole objective is to end up together. Like that's our. You put two dogs in the room, a girl and a boy. I don't give a fuck how mad they is. They gonna create. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the shit go. It's made that way. You feel me? So I understand how it ended up like that because, like I said, they trying to get the bag right now. It ain't enough men with bags, legit bags, that because there's more females to men in the world. So obviously, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we're gonna be able to like we can't. You know what I'm saying? It's more females. It's more females in the world than us. So it's gonna be like that. And females really don't understand, like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. That's why they turn gay, they turn they try to do their own thing, and which is cool, but it's like in the long run, the girls that's trying to actually have a family and reproduce, which is as a human, our ultimate goal is to reproduce, then you gonna have to have a man. And if you think why not try to get a good man? You gonna fuck around and get a fucked up man, somebody that ain't good for you, because you know what I'm saying, you out here thinking you the man, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
hey, hot girl summer, let's go.
you know what I'm saying? So, but the hot girl stuff is cool. We like you be independent. Matter of fact, we'll use the situation to make you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you hot girl, all this, and then next week we on to the next because you're not the future for us. It's not like
stay right there. Wait, that man, I love you. You went that the way, man. Put some fire in the chat for nephew dropping the science. Yo, listen, yo, these yo, let's go, G, let's go. So what happened? These girls turned a hot girl summer into a hot girl lifestyle. Whoa. You feel me? And you gotta understand something. Like I was just talking to one of my friends before the show. You gotta understand something. Like men want both. You know what I'm saying? So like when you see the hot girls and she attractive, she's sexy, she got the booty shorts on, she got the cleavage out, she's sexually attractive. Then she like, well, that's what y'all want anyway. No, that's what a man want to have sex with. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So we want to have sex with that, but that man don't want her. You know what I'm saying?
Not permanently.
but he don't want her long term. You follow me? So that's an attraction. That's physical. When we talking about what a man want, the man want the mind, the heart, the spirit. You know, are we going in the same direction? So we want, right, what we know we need for our life. But you want to have sex with what looks attractive and appealing. So a man will change his mindset. Yo, let's have some real talk. We'll change our mindset. We'll dummy it down because the chick look good and we ain't. She logically, she ain't on my level. Logically, we can't even have that kind of conversation. So if I get, we're gonna dumb it down and we're gonna have fun. We ain't talking about nothing serious. We ain't talking about nothing deep. We're gonna have fun. So yeah, you may see a man and he may eye that girl, but that's that girl. But that ain't what he want. That's what he want for the moment, for the night. But what he need for his life is the girl who could connect to his mind. You see what I'm saying? It's a different level of a man. So essentially what a man typically end up wanting is a woman that got a little bit of both. She got the attraction, she got that going on, but she got a mindset that he can really grow with, because women are designed to make men better. You see what I'm saying? Like, we understand we can't go but so far on our own. So we got to have the right type of woman that's going to hold us accountable, that's going to help us grow mentally, emotionally, spiritually, to make sure we pull the best out of ourselves. We got to have that. So the woman that says she don't need a man, a good man ain't going to want her anyway, because she don't bring enough value to the table for us to really put our stuff out there like that, right? So let me ask y'all a question, man. This good. We might stay right here all night. I ain't even got to the questions yet. So listen, let me ask y'all a question, like what you were saying, G. I'm gonna come back to you, bro. Do you feel like broken homes, right? Because now we live in a society where it's a lot of broken homes where women not raised by, they don't got their father in the household, so they ain't really get a chance to connect with a man, right? A lot of these girls now got daddy issues, right? They don't know how to connect with a man, follow a man's lead, knowing when a man raises his voice, it's out of love or direction, not that he's trying to be mean to him. They don't really know how to connect to a man because they weren't raised in the house with a man. They ain't, so they got daddy issues. So do you feel like some of this mindset of I don't need a man and could come from these women not really knowing how to deal with a man because they haven't been around a man long enough to know how to connect with a man of their own? What you think?
Honestly, from my experience, like it might be off how my opinion, but it's good that I'm talking to OGs because they could clear it up. Hold on, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on, okay.
See, that's a dad right there. You seem like, hold on, wait a second, baby. Daddy talking. Go ahead, Rick. Go ahead, Pops. Hey. Go ahead, Pops.
So yeah. So basically, so when they come from a broken home, they don't get accustomed to a manly figure there, and they don't see a successful relationship happen. So since they don't see that as growing up, they don't understand that, okay, the man is going to be mad sometime and the female is going to be more nurturing and the man's going to have the bag, or the both of them going to have the bag, or they're going to understand how relationships go. They're going to see arguments and they're going to understand, okay, even through the argument, they came together and they might not talk for a week, but they run in the household. You know what I'm saying? So seeing that will allow somebody to be comfortable in a relationship more and be able to understand that a relation will know the different parts of a relationship and how it can fluctuate through their relationship and by growing up with two parents. But when you have one parent, you don't really see that. Like all you see is one person being mad. Like all certain people knows is their mother's standpoint. They don't know how they daddy, I felt about what was going on. So long story short, I feel like females, they grow up and they don't understand and they don't get that guidance from the male. So then when they meet a male, they want that guidance or they want that well, some of them do. Even the independent ones, they want what they didn't have when they was growing up. For our young generation, because it's a lot of independent ones that think they're independent, but they're really not. You know what I'm saying? They don't got the bag. They just got a job in an apartment. You know what I'm saying? but they say they're independent. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have to depend on a man, which is cool.
That's true.
But it's like you really handicapping yourself because you're never gonna understand how to actually handle a man in general. So if you don't know how to handle, if you don't know how to handle a man in general, then you're never gonna be able to be with the man. And if you're not gonna be with a man, then you're gonna end up a little salty. But it's not like it's a bad thing because they got females out here for you, but you're not gonna like understand how it could be, you know, with the actual family, and it might not hurt you because you didn't grow up with that, but at the same time, it's hurting your relationships. Like, as I know females now that I didn't goddamn jug that before I was married. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't jug that. You know what I'm saying? They'll say they don't need something, but then when you get with them, they like, teach me this, teach me that. You know what I'm saying? Do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, show me how to do stocks, or show me how to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, how can you expect a man to show you something if you're not giving? You know what I'm saying? If you're not giving yourself to them in a certain way, you know what I'm saying? A man is only going to show you or give what they get, you know what I'm saying? And
That's right.
that's how I feel, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like in general, like if you grow up with an unstable home, you're not going to like, it's
It's
hard to
hard.
explain, but
No, I
you're
get it.
not.
I get what you're saying. It's not hard. They don't get it, right? So if you're in a broken home, it's hard to duplicate what you didn't see.
Yeah,
If
so
you
you end up being like messed up. Like, you don't really know how to be a female. Yeah.
exactly. So OG, jump in there, man. What you think about these broken homes, man, and how can like this situation piggyback off this same statement? How folks didn't see it, and these women got this "I don't need a man" mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because they missing some pieces. How could that negatively affect their dating? Like how do you feel like that energy of "I don't need a man"? They didn't see a father figure or a successful relationship, but they can provide for themselves. How does that affect them negatively in a relationship where it's two people coming together to make something happen, but they ain't never really seen that before? So what you think?
I think what you're saying is absolutely correct. It starts at the home, and then it's more things add on to it, like, you know, their girlfriends, talk shows, social media, uh Cardi B, I don't cook, I don't clean. You know what I'm saying? And it adds on. And what it does, instead of putting good stuff in your system and your soul, it's more negative and bad food going to your soul, and it creates this monster. It's amazing because I see so many beautiful women, and they mean mugging us like back in the 90s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like gangster
Yeah.
rap just came out.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is like we're looking at them, and I hate to say it, but we're calculating, should I holler at this woman?
Yeah.
She looked beautiful, but she's mean mugging and looking nasty with a nasty attitude. So all that stuff come into play. You know what I'm saying? You have a nasty attitude, you have a nasty demeanor, and we understand it's deep rooted because the family wasn't put together, because you didn't see it. And then the things are so, we could talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Like, y'all think that's the thing to do when they acting to get the bag.
They acting to get the bag.
They acting to get the bag, which caused you to
act. Of Atlanta, side chicks in Charlotte, they acting for the bag.
Yo, you acting to get the bag, man. And the funny part is, and it really hurts me, man, because we have beautiful women out there.
Beautiful.
And I'm gonna tell you something I read a couple of years ago. It said that the human female brain is fully developed when she's 18.
Yeah, they develop faster than us. It takes us to like 25, huh?
No, yeah, that's right. It takes us 24.
24.
So
okay.
Mentally, 24 to 25. Mentally, they're smarter than us early, and you can see the traits.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I heard they do physically too.
And this is why the games they play on us. Oh, I'm a date Gio because he like to take me to expensive dinners.
You feel me?
Like, I'm a date Adrian because, you know what I'm saying, he got the fly whip. All this come into play, and what they do is they take 5 or 6 men to build one man out their dreams, but they never work on themselves. They never take accountability. And I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Back in our days, and I talked to you earlier about this, Adrian, where I could bring a homeboy home to my mom or my grandma. They'd be like, don't bring him around here no more. And I'm like, why? He ain't right. And we'll find out later on. This day and age, women tuition is out the door.
Talk about it.
They clueless.
Women tuition is out the door. You never hear, oh, I had a gut feeling. Nah, they so focused on the bag, independent. that they pushing their God-given gift, not only for them, but for us and their kids.
We
You
need
see
it.
what I'm saying? They have an alert system to let them know something's not right. You see what I'm saying? But yet and still, they focus on the bag, hot girl summer, I don't need no man, bop,
Right.
bop, bop. Well, guess what? Women don't even have intuition no more.
Yeah,
Man. And they learned that in the beginning.
Grandma was never wrong. Like what grandma said, that was a fact. Like, you know, it always circle around to be right. And it's crazy because I think, you know, going back to the women intuition, what you're saying, because we really want to like pull out like how it negatively can impact them. Again, this ain't a bashing session, this is a healing session. Like we want to talk about it. We want to pull out the topic, you know what I'm saying? And really look at where did this come from? Because this wasn't normal. Like we ain't hear this 10 years ago, 15 years ago. When 20 years I was in school, 20, I ain't hear about this. This evolved. And let's be honest, a lot of men wasn't in position. Let's talk about that. You feel me? A lot of men let their household down. You let your community down. You see what I'm saying? So women had to step up and handle their own because the baby fathers got locked up, or the dad disappeared because he didn't step up to his responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a piece of this mindset came to go to the broken home piece in the mindset of why they didn't really see no examples, because we went through a phase through life, especially coming out of the 80s and 90s through the dope game and then the hip hop game, and you know, coming out of that phase, a lot of dads got locked up, a lot of brothers got murdered. You see what I'm saying? And so in that era, we want to be real about it. So now these women ended up in a position that they had to fend for themselves. Unfortunately, that's not really a woman's natural nature. But one thing I can say about a woman is this: a woman will step up to take care of her own. You know what I'm saying? Like when grandma got to that point, like when she had to take care of the household, pop sat down, whatever, grandma carried the family. Women got a different work ethic that comes out of nowhere as a super strength that they have. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like it's a gift that a woman has. She'll step up, take care of the kids, take care of the household and everything. And I feel like a lot of women, unfortunately, to be fair, ended up in this situation because brothers let them down. You see what I'm saying? And so they had to step up. My thing of it is, sis, don't go too far left where you get indoctrinated because you've been working on yourself. You've been with yourself so long and you ain't had a man in your life for so long that you take on the mindset of the world that you don't need a man when you do. You need a man, your kids need a man, everything about it. But I respect and I understand why some women ended up that way. Go ahead, Gio. Go ahead and kick it, bro.
No, that's real. And then honestly, what was I going to say? You put me on the spot. So basically,
yeah, it's okay. I'll come back to it. Okay, let's go.
Yo, let me get a piece then.
Go ahead.
Yo, it's so crazy that you said that, man, because as men and as a black man, the reason why I created that post was because we're black men. The attacks that we get from the devil, the world, people, man, it's a lot. It's a lot. And what I'm saying is the reason why that I said that was because you listening to your girlfriends, you listen to the devil, you listen to trends, you following trends, but you're not listening to your woman to intuition. The funny thing about this is we've been through the attacks on men, especially black men. We already know, okay, let's get rid of the household, bop, 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 and we can control everything. If you cut the head off, guess what? Everything else gonna fall. It's simple, divide and conquer. So as we see the women winning, what's happening to them is the same attacks that we already done been through. So that's why I'm saying they're being set up to win to fail. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna fail in the end. And it really breaks my heart, man, because wow, it goes deeper than this, man. Like I say, man, as black man, we go through a lot every day. We had to get things from the ground up with so many attacks, so many obstacles, so many things holding us back. And then to be with a woman that was from a broken home that bash us and do all this right here. You see what I'm saying? Like you can look at the Will Smith situation. This man made it. He did all for his family and all this right here, but yet he have a toxic wife. And his toxic wife caused him to throw everything that he built away. And you know what I'm saying? And it's man, I'm just being real, man. It's like I say, man, we love the women out there, man, but we understand we out here, we the forefronters, man. When you say you don't need a man, it's a smack in our face. It's a smack in God's face. But not only that, how you think you was here?
How
you are here because of a man.
Yo, that's it. And I mean, we talked about this early, D. So let's talk about it live. Like that intuition again. Like I was married before, and I can remember, man, my ex-wife would say stuff like, I don't trust that. Like something ain't right.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, you tripping, man. Like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you tripping. And she would be spot on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She
never met the person.
She would be spot on, like, hey, Adrian, they don't got your best interest at heart. Don't trust that one. And it was like, see, that's why I feel like that woman, when she in tune, you understand in chess, the queen is the most powerful piece on the board.
Good. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? The queen is the most powerful piece on the board.
That's deep.
No, for real.
The queen's job is protecting the king. And then we trying to make sure the queen is protected on the end. They work around each other. She can move in so many different ways. See, we got to understand this. This is why y'all can't get bad programming. This is why y'all can't get thrown left, because you ain't even going to tap into your special gifts that you got, that we need. We already under attack. From the time we born, come out the womb, we under attack. Yo, I'm tall, dark skinned, with a beard, you know what I'm saying, from the West. Like I'm an Arab. Folks don't know about Muslim, Jamaican. They don't know what it is, right? But they just know he's tall, dark, and handsome. That nigga like, hey, listen, it's something. You need a woman that keep you on point, on track, directive. If y'all don't take on the right mindset, there's so many good men out here who need good women. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. Most men in today's day, because we outnumber 20-1, 30-1, 50. We outnumber. Men today have gotten so selective of what type of woman we would choose, and so we're a little slower to commit these days.
Yeah.
We allow that phase to go through to see what you really are. Is it the real person? Is it the representative? Like, what's going on? My grandma always said, you don't know a person until y'all have an argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta argue about something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta fall out, and I gotta see how you act, how you respond. Like, you gotta know what you're dealing with. So it's like, oh, we fell in love, but he just supposed to be with me. Because no, it ain't supposed to work like that. Because we understand the different type of woman that's out here today. We're more protective too. So just like y'all got standards, we got standards.
No, for real.
You see what I'm saying? We got standards. Just because you're a woman and you pretty and everybody else wants you, mean we supposed to want you? Man, you got this whole game messed up. Like, it ain't gonna work like that. We outnumber. You feel me? So men gonna be more selective, and we want the right type of woman. We just don't want a woman. We want the right type of woman that fit us. You feel me? And that's where it comes from. So let me ask y'all this question, right? So this is the next question, right? So how I'm gonna put this, man? So listen, all right. So listen, this type of woman, right? This type of woman, the issue that I see with this type of woman is she's not submissive. You follow me? She's not submissive. So she comes on with this headstrong mentality. You know, I don't need this, I don't need that. What you gotta understand, men gotta feel a connection to be a man in your life. Our design is to lead you, guide you, protect you, love you, you know what I'm saying? Correct you for the better of growth. Because even scripture said God chastises those that he loves. So if a man that's on you, it's not to down you or degrade you. If he loves you, it's to make you better. It's maybe uncomfortable, but you got to take that if you want to grow with that man. You see what I'm saying? So the women who take on this mindset of I don't need a man, who exiling and making this wall, and so the man can't get through it to be the man for you, these women are not submissive. They don't line up with the man, and then they get mad when they don't get chosen to be the wife or the girlfriend or the fiance, because you didn't fit the mold of a woman. A woman is submissive and connects to her man, and he leads her. Women don't lead men. Men lead women. So when a woman takes on a masculine attribute and she wants to lead a man, and she can lead a simp, but she can't lead a man. She can lead a simp, a yes man, but she can't lead a real man. Ain't no real man, sis, gonna let you boss him around, disrespect him, talk out of your face to him. I don't care how much money you got, how big your booty is, how pretty your face is. If he a man's man, he ain't gonna go for it. You understand what I'm saying? If he just chasing a skirt, He may rock with it because he want to hit you. But ain't no man gonna marry no woman that don't connect to his life. So my question is for y'all, with that type of mindset, why don't women mad when they don't get chosen? When you know what I'm saying, the man may date somebody else that connect. So after all of that, and they got this mindset, I don't need a man, but the man leave them or cheat on them or leave them, why they mad? I don't understand. Why they mad?
Man, that's crazy. I wanted to I don't even know who was next, but what I was basically gonna say was so back to what you were saying before as well, to conclude, to enter to your question. When you come from a like broken home, and you know what I'm saying, kids' dads is not there, you know what I'm saying, it's hard for them to understand like what they supposed to be as a female or what a man is supposed to be. So they become everything as a woman. It's hard for them to get chosen the right way. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for them as a woman to feel or to act the correct way because they ain't never seen it. So it's hard for them to it's hard for them to actually do it. So then when they get into relationships, they expect things, and they expect it because they see it. It's a culture thing. And that's my main focus. If anybody get anything from what I say, is I know that it's the culture that's changing everything. And it's like the music and people and everybody listening to like them instead of like what they really supposed to be listening to. And what they supposed to be listening to is like each other type shit. Like, you feel me? Like if you got a relationship, you listen to your man's, the man's listen to you, and then y'all figure that shit out. You feel me?
That's it. It don't go no further than that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how that shit goes.
A girl would be like, I don't care what your mama said, sister said, your cousin said. The hell what they talking about? Like what we say. Because you only can build a relationship based on each other.
Man, what? So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to they're gonna explain it because it's like it's so much that I can come through. But I'll be goddamn trying to figure it out to break it down the right way. And then I'll be listening. I really be listening to y'all, and y'all be hitting me with so much information, bro. I'll be like, God damn. So I'll be listening. And then once y'all say it, I'll be like, fuck, I forgot what I was thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done got there said so much. So yeah, but really it's the culture. It's the culture that's changing everything since the females had to work for themselves. That's what they did so long. They watched that. It turned the culture into strippers. They got real strippers out here. They making all this money. Like, so they see that. So that's what they want to be. So they can get that money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they see. So that's what they want to be.
And then beat these days, like, you
know what I'm saying? And so back to your question, when they get in a relationship, they get mad when we don't act how they supposed to act, or when I don't forget exactly what he said, but females do get mad in a relationship when we don't want to be with them. Because it's like it's a culture thing. Like they see a girl, they like, okay, we got big titties, we got a big booty, we got bad, we got everything we supposed to need, and then we get with you and you just want to fuck, you feel me? And then 2-3 months later, you ain't want to be with me, and it's like, like that's how we gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I already know. I'm trying to see what on YouTube. I see that all the time. Or at the beach, I'm gonna see that everywhere. I see that. So like, it's like you're not different. You're not new. You just something that it's like going to the store and
you fitting in with the trend.
You like, yeah, it's like going to the store and get a pack of cigarettes. It's like, yeah, I really like these cigarettes or Snickers or something. You know what I'm saying? I really like these Snickers. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? When you on your birthday, you get that birthday cake, that one made just for you. You know what I'm saying? That perfect type junk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're not one of them, and you one of them goddamn packs of cigarettes, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Be them packs of cigarettes. We go treat you like a pack of cigarettes, go smoke you, keep moving. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing wrong with that because the culture is made like that. I promise you. You pull up to a joint with 20 band, whatever, you fly a joint out. They don't care. They don't care if you drop them within a week. Listen to me. I promise you. And it's because of the culture. It's like they think that that's cool. They seen so many people do it. It's like, okay, well, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It started with single moms. It started with single moms.
You know what I'm
saying? They was doing it by themselves. You know, I had a single mother. She did it differently, but it's like she had friends that was out, you know what I'm saying, doing crazy stuff. She was like, yeah, I never did that. And I was like, dang, Ma, how you not do that? And she was like, because You know, her grandma raised her differently, so it's different. Like generational,
values.
the
It's
culture was
values.
different. Like the TV messing motherfuckers up, the music messing motherfuckers up, everybody messing up. Like you gotta. That's why I grow my own tree. That's why I make my own music. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everything come household. You know what I'm saying? When you leave it. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Yeah.
And that's how it gotta be. We gotta
Man,
get back to that.
Because you can drop the mic on that. Keep everything in house. The whole kids keep everything in house. Don't let go
Everything in the
outside.
house.
Everybody in
Everything
the crib. Look,
Yo,
I'm
listen.
trying to tell you.
Yo, listen. This segment here is it. Yo, this is an epic season, man. This epic. We gonna piggyback on this topic. So listen. We're going to spin around on this one next week and keep feeding on this because I feel like we all got some more to say on that. But I really want to talk about this next segment, right? So I'm going to pull up the second question real quick, right? So now that we understand, ladies, like, where does mindset come from, right? Where does mindset come from? And how it ain't cool. It ain't cool. Like, that ain't it. So if you want to be that strong, independent woman, that's great. And I really feel like it's a fake facade. Women do that. Women are sensual creatures by nature. That's how you design. Like you're not designed to be cold. You're not designed to be nasty. You're not designed to have an attitude. Like you're not designed by nature for that. You're designed to be nurturing, loving, compassionate, expressive, right? So women that's like that, to me, along the journey got hurt, heartbroken, damaged, beat by men. Like something happened in your life where you created this shell around you. And it's hard for you to think outside of that because you're afraid. They're scared. They're scared to let some men in because they've been hurt before. So they build up a shell and say, I'm going to get my money. You know, I don't need nobody and that's it. I'm going to provide for myself. But that's a really broken place to keep it a band with you. That's broken. That's called trauma. And we look at mental health, that behavior is called trauma. Okay. All right, that's a traumatized mindset that made you act something that wasn't natural. You made it in your mind to be natural. That's trauma. So we got to fix the trauma, right, to get through this. And so let's talk about what do we need and how we can kind of keep these women out of that trauma. All right, because this show is for healing. So we done talked about the issue, right? We done found where it's infected. So let's try to cut it out and put some peroxide on it. Right? And so when we look at it and say, what do men need from a woman to serve him properly? Let's talk about that. So we understand where the mindset comes from of that is not natural for a woman even to say she don't need a man, and she don't even know what she's talking about because a man's essence is so much deeper than how much he provide for his family, his household, his legacy, right? Everything that come from reproductive come from a man. So he's always going to be needed. Society would die if there was no men. So it's never a statement that you don't need one, right? You just don't understand one. So let's talk about how we understand ourselves and what we need from a woman to serve us properly so that we can groom you properly, we can love you properly, and help heal the damage that was done improperly. You see what I'm saying? So, and the reality of it is that a man needs respect. Like we simple creatures. Respect, appreciation, right, is what most men need. A man that go out here and work, like every time a man leaves his household, he willing to die for his. Okay, when we go outside, we are vulnerable to get shot, killed, kidnapped, blamed for something we didn't do, walk in the store, he fit the description, right? Because he black and he tall, or he like we going through a different war. So that's why we don't need to be fighting with y'all. We need y'all. We can't be fighting with y'all. We fighting with society as it is. So we don't want to be competing with women. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be arguing with women. We need our women to be in the right mindset. So we need the respect, the compassion, right? The appreciation. Most men, if they knew they was appreciated and they knew you really, you know, your love and your respect, and you was thoughtful enough to figure out what that man needed in his cycle, like me and D was talking about this earlier. We are men are creatures of habits. We wake up around the same time, eat the same breakfast, got the same style, we run a certain schedule. So a woman's seeing the type of man that she was with, she figure out how she could improve his segue or take stress off his day. That's what a man need from a woman. Yeah. So if a woman is going to do that, that man's heart naturally going to love that woman. I don't care how many women want that man going to love that woman because she making his journey easy. So fella, let's talk about for a second, like what y'all need, what y'all feel like as a man, what do we need from a woman in order for her to serve us properly, where we can love her properly? What does that look like?
I want to take my glasses off to this right here.
Yeah.
First, I'm keeping it 100, man. Listen,
There you go.
First of all, right, women, when you see the men out here that's broken and hurt too, I just want to let you know that you contribute to that. You see what I'm saying? We become players and all this right here because we got rejected. We got kicked down for y'all in the past. So don't just think because this man don't like you, another female did that, so he's broken too. Now, at the same time, just as a man, we have to do things to get you, keep you, and maintain you. You have to do the same thing to us. See, a lot of females this day and age, you feel entitled. And you feel entitled. And I'm gonna keep it 100. And the funny thing is you lack accountability too, because you don't look in the mirror and say what I'm doing wrong. You always have to be right. You see what I'm saying? You look, we'll agree with you because you're gonna take sex away from us. You see what I'm saying? We'll agree with you because look, let's just get this shit over with. And you won. I need some ass. I need this house. I need to come home to peace. I don't need to come home to this shit. And you're dead wrong. I'm just keeping it 100. But at the end of the day, just like female have standards, yo, men are waking up. I'm not talking about the simps. The simps just want to fuck. I'm talking about real men. I'm talking about men with a moral compass. I'm talking about men who have integrity.
Yeah.
So the reason why we don't holler at you because me, I don't have to see a red flag. I can see a hint of a yellow flag. And I don't want to. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to tell you is just like we had to do things to keep you, you had to do things to keep men. Why you think marriages and relationships fail? Why you think he go went and fuck the other girl? I'm just being 100. You think, oh, I got him, that's all I need. Nah, and I'm gonna break this down even more. Whenever Mother's Day come around, guess what? We gotta break our back for Mother's Day. But when Father's Day come around, you're gonna give us a drill. What the fuck I'm gonna do with a drill in the summertime? I'm being 100. A sweater. You gonna give me a sweater in the summertime?
They do it.
I'm just being 100. Just like you guys have attributes of the 5 love languages, we do too.
Yeah,
that's real. I need you to tell me. I need you to tell me it's gonna be good today, baby. It's gonna get better. I need a back rub.
Talk to him. Tell him nice.
Yeah, I'm just being 100. I need a back rub, man. Yo, let me know that this gonna work out. Yeah, with us together. You see what I'm saying? I need that sometimes. One thing about being a strong person, independent, as a man, and see, y'all women just not stepping into being independent and strong. One thing always happen is that strength don't last forever. You get tired. You wear and tear. Shit break down. Thoughts start coming to your mind. You doubt. So everything what I'm telling you and what these guys telling you in this thing right now is because even though you're independent, you think you don't need a man. You are a God-given gift to man. The thoughts gonna come. I need a kid. I need a man. I don't care how much you say this shit on public, whatever, television, whatever. You gonna need a man. And what I'm saying, if you feel like you don't need a man, I'm the kind of person. If you're a racist and you racist against me, okay, take away all the shit that black people done built. And I'm gonna say that with women. At the end of the day, if you don't need a man, okay, eliminate all the men from this world. What you gonna do? You gonna build buildings? You gonna build cars? And I'm not saying it's the bash, man. It just y'all taking a God-given gift and you spitting on it, throwing up on it, kicking it to the curve like it ain't nothing. But yet you came from us, man. That's all I have to say, man. I'm just being 100, man. It's just it hurts my heart, man. I love my women, man. But you have to stand. You have to look in the mirror for accountability, man. Accountability, man. We want the same thing y'all want.
Oh, that's real. No, that's real.
Same thing. When you talked about the love languages, like, listen, most women, most people, I say God, just people, don't even know the 5 love languages. They just think, oh, why she ain't happy or why he ain't happy. You ain't speaking his language. You don't know if it's physical touch. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if it's words of affirmation. Like, what make this person tick? You know what I'm saying? If it's the words,
yeah.
Like, what is it? Is service? Like, is it acts of service? Like, what is it? Like, what is it that makes this person energy click to pay attention? Because you could think you loving on a person the right way, and it's wrong for them. is right for you,
Yeah.
but wrong for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you ain't paying attention to what's your partner's love language. You just doing stuff, wondering why it's not accepted. Learn their language. You know what I'm saying? And so if you know their language, you can speak it. So it's like when a person get together, they get together off attraction. Oh man, she fine. Oh man, he handsome, and we get attracted. Boom. That's the surface stuff, right? Once you get past that, then it's like, what's the conversation? Is it physical touch from? Is it acts of service? Is it word? You know, is it words of affirmation? What is it to make this person click? Because once you know that, you're gonna pay more attention. So yeah, you're gonna keep serving them to the way that's good for them. So now they can receive your love. You can't throw love against the wall just to make a person take it. It ain't gonna work. Now you're gonna feel rejected when you were never speaking their language in the first place. Never. You know what I'm saying? So I think you spot on, D, like 100%, because a lot of people just don't study. Like my next book is a relationship book. I'm gonna put it out there for you right now. I ain't gonna tell y'all the name. I ain't gonna tell you what it is. My next book is a relationship book. You know what I'm saying? And the book itself is already trademarked because I created a word and even been created. You know what I'm saying? I put a word out there. You can't, it ain't in the dictionary. You can't Google it. You know what I'm saying? It's a word that Dynamite created and I trademarked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna write the book about it. And it's really about how when you're in a relationship and you in business, how does that work? You know what I'm saying? When you connect, when a boss meet a boss, what that look like?
Yeah. Good.
You know what I'm saying? When a boss meet a boss, what that look like?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, that sounds dynamite to me.
You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it's
power couple.
Exactly what that look like. Because there's some do's and don'ts when ain't nobody a simp.
Nah, for real.
He ain't a simp. She ain't a simp. So what that look like? We still got to operate in our energy as man and woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't try to lead me because I ain't gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna try to run you over because you ain't gonna let me.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what that look like? You know what I'm saying? When a boss meet a boss. And so what happens over there is with a lot of relationships, when people don't really know who they are and how to deal with a person that's just as strong as who they is, either they try to run them over, or they try to run away. Either way, you know what I'm saying? Either way, they try to run them over, they run away. Because at the end of the day, a boss ain't gonna let you treat them no way less than who they are.
Period.
It ain't gonna happen. I don't care who you is. It ain't gonna be nothing less than standard. You feel me? And so we gonna talk about that. Like that's a whole documentation of what it's supposed to look like.
Yo, that's deep, man, because at the end of the day, you're talking about somebody on the same wavelength of you and y'all alphas.
Alpha.
What you talking about? You talking about you talking about building kingdoms and empires, bro. Yeah. And then the kids after you gonna do the same thing, man.
Same thing, but then they know how to govern themselves. You see, we say these words loose. We say king and queen loose. What's up, peace, king? Peace, queen. How you doing? That's a respectful homage that we give one another when we having a dialogue. But let's go a little further than that, right? A king and a queen are both two strong, powerful forces. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they know how to respect each other too. You see what I'm saying? So what happens of it is when the king and the queen who really understand who they are really get together, it's gonna respect boundaries and we're gonna provide and protect for each other. We ain't gonna challenge one another to try to make us prove something that we not. I'm not gonna put you in a situation that's gonna damage you or hurt you mentally, emotionally. You're not gonna put me in a situation gonna make me act out of character. You're not gonna do me like that because I'm gonna act out and I'm gonna show out. But
they out of love.
You ain't gonna put me in a situation that can make me damage me or us.
No, for real.
When a boss meet a boss, it move different. When a boss with a simp, it look different.
Yo.
Don't even make sense.
Listen, but hold on. Yo, the powerful thing you just said is you broke down a king and a queen.
Yeah.
A king and a queen on a chessboard, what it do? It dominates and it take over territory and it govern its own kingdom.
Yeah.
That's how deep that is.
Yeah.
Now, the way you see things out here now, people think they playing chess, but they not even playing checkers. You know what they playing? Connect four, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being 100, man. I love the way you talk, my brother.
They trying to figure it out.
Four, man.
Man, I feel like they ran out of love, man. I feel like like that trauma that you were saying, they didn't ran out of love to give. They didn't gave so much love away trying to play checkers. By the time they get to the chess game, they ain't got no love to give. You know what I'm saying? Now they all shell shocked. They in their shell because they didn't gave out all the love and got the wrong outcomes from it. So they in their shell now. Now that it's time to give that love, now that it's time to learn that man, to figure out his spirit and grow with him. For me, that's what I want. I want a female to grow with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can get I can get the ass, I can get the anywhere, I can get all that anywhere, I can get a bad joint anywhere. You feel me? I was in the service, I've been out around the world type, so I done seen some bad joints, but it's like you want that one that can figure you out, that can roll with you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of females be looking for God in men. It's like, nah, you gotta pray yourself. You gotta goddamn gonna figure yourself out. You gotta get your spiritual connection together, and he gonna show you how to treat your counterpart. You know what I'm saying? But you over here giving your love away with this little nigga. You know what I'm saying? By the time you get to your husband, you ain't got no love. You ain't got no love to give away. You know what I'm saying?
You acting like a dude. Like, we don't want that.
They don't even want you. Like, you act like a dude. You got, that's dumb, bro. That's so powerful. They loved out, nephew. They loved out. Oh, I think nephew froze. Hold on a second. I'm gonna take him out to enjoy our food. But yeah, he loved out. Like, great point. Like, great point. Like, at the end of the day, a couple questions that came up from the sisters, man, because I always ask the sisters for their comments. And so we're going to answer. So this going to be the first show because now the sisters are chiming in. Y'all actually responding. So let me do what I said I was going to do. And we asked for the sisters, you know what I'm saying, the input. So let's talk about it. So, G, I'm about to put you back in. All right. So you had froze for a second, G. So I took you out. But you was good. All right, so we gonna actually respond, right, for the sister question. We got 10, 15 minutes left, right? We're gonna answer some of these sisters' questions. Because for gentlemen only, there's only men on the panel.
Let's go.
Man's point of view with no woman interruption, but we will answer y'all questions. That's what we got for you. All right.
Our talk show. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get it. All right. So the first question is coming from Miss Alexander, right side of Salisbury. Peace, Queen. How you doing? So her question of it is, why is it so hard for a man to accept and respect a nurturing woman? All right, OG, I'm gonna get that one to you. Why is it so hard for a man to accept and respect a nurturing woman? All right, how you feel she coming with that one?
It's hard for us to accept it because the reason why is because even though you still growing and maturing, y'all expect us to grow and mature faster than y'all. When, like I said earlier, your brain is fully developed way before man's.
Yeah.
Which you do have a women intuition. So the thing is like Gio said too, it's the culture. Sometimes we get stagnated and stuck, but one thing I learned about females, and I'm not saying this to bash you, when y'all get stuck into something and go through something, y'all stay in that pit for a while. As men, our survival count on, I got to get the fuck up and get back on this right road and keep carrying on. You see what I'm saying? We're built, okay, if we fuck up, we got to go do this right. You see what I'm saying? We're built, if this car go wrong, I got to fix this. Women, not saying y'all not built like this, but you have a support system of other females gonna help you cry and have that pity party. Mm-hmm. We don't have time for that shit. So that's why it's hard for us to accept a nurturing woman that's growing, because you'll stay in that pity party for so long, and we're trying to pull you out and you don't want to be pulled out. You like that dark place. When we're trying to get there, we know that you could die in that dark place. And I'm gonna keep it 100. I was taught when I learned how to swim, if somebody is drowning and you go save them and they bring you up under with them, hit them, kick them, get them off of you, because you're gonna drown with them. And that's why men do not like a woman going through something nurturing, because y'all take too long to come out of it.
Yo, that's good. And we're gonna go to the next question, man. But I want to hit that real quick. But that's good, because I'm gonna read the question one more time, man. Right? Why is it so hard for a man to accept and respect a nurturing woman? Because yes, a man wants a nurturing woman, but it's wisdom when a woman is knowing when to let go of that man. Because you got to understand, a man is not a boy. You nurture your boys. You respect your man. It's different.
Yeah, go. That's the one. That's the one.
You nurture your sons. See, your sons need nurturing to grow into a man. He needs that. A man don't need nurture. A man need respect. A man need a counterpart who can lock in with him mentally and understand when I call a play, because I know we in a bad spot. I know we struggling. I know we going through something in our relationship. I know that. So emotionally, I can't sit there with you because I'm the logical being in the relationship. You're the emotional being in the relationship. So I can't get us out of this space sitting in your emotion. I gotta call a play that's gonna move this damn family forward. It's gonna move this relationship forward. It's gonna move us out of this space. So men can't sit in over nurturing situations too long because it takes away their execution. We got stuff to get done. So
you got to get done.
We gotta roll, because let me tell you something. If the lights get cut off in the house, don't she got a man?
Yeah, that's the first thing. That's the first thing.
Oh, they getting evicted, and she got a man at home.
Yeah, I thought she had a man. Hell, that's why I say they be looking for God and niggas.
What he doing?
She got a man. What her man doing? We gonna take the heat, whether it's our fault or not.
Hey.
So we can't be sitting in a spot too long when we gotta solve the problem. That's my answer. That's OG answer. It's because we gotta move. So my statement to it is boys need nurturing, men need respect. It's two different things.
Right.
All right. So let's go to this one right here, right? So Miss Kitchen, what's going on, Auntie? All right, so our question is this. She said, riddle me this. If men and women are looking for the same thing in a relationship, why is it so hard to be in a relationship? We're gonna kick this one to you. Let's go.
Honestly, that's a good question. But I believe it's meant to be that way. I feel like a relationship is trial and error, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to find that one for you. So if everything was perfect, then that first person you will find will work, but it's not perfect. So long story short, you're going to have to go through trials and tribulations to find that right person for you. Now, if you find out that person that you with is somebody that you really want to be with, you know what I'm saying? And then that person decides and that person not really for you and not trying to be with you. And now you feel like, oh, that person don't know how to be in a relationship. Well, it's not that. It's just you might want something that's not meant for you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get that relationship with the man above so you'll know, hey, you know what I'm saying? This ain't it. This ain't the right way to move. That way everything will be cool. Like, because you're really worrying about the wrong thing. You kind of want to worry about why it didn't work. You know, not trying to make it work. Understand why it didn't work, so that the next one can kind of be better. Because it's trial and error. It's like you never gonna write. That's why you write hella essays in high school, because that first one ain't gonna be the best one. You know what I'm saying? It's like ain't nothing in life the first one gonna be better. You feel me? It's always you trying to figure out the end goal. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you ain't never really gonna find that perfect one until you find that perfect one, and then that question will be answered in my mind.
That's dope. And so so the first one ain't the best one. So we're gonna read the question again, right? So riddle me this, right? If men and women are looking for the same thing in a relationship, why is it so hard to be in a relationship? My answer to you, Miss Kitchen, Auntie, it's so hard to be in a relationship because it's not intentional about learning your partner. You're not being intentional enough about learning your partner. You know what I'm saying? And so when you want to learn somebody, that's your project. That's your focus. You're going to learn that person.
That's real.
It's not hard to learn the person that you're paying attention to.
Yeah.
Because again, men are we habitual creatures. Women are women of habit as well, right? And so the reality of it is that only true intentions connect. So if you paying attention to your partner and you're intentional about learning his behavior, his mentality, his emotion, what makes him upset, your job as a woman is to make him what? Happy. So we're going to figure out what makes him happy and then what makes him mad. And The goal of it is if you want to be in a relationship, the goal is for y'all to stay together.
Yeah.
So it should be more behaviors that makes him happy than makes him mad. So if you're intentional about building a relationship, meaning you want to be with somebody, you're going to do less of what would make y'all separate. Hello.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be intentional about being in a relationship, you have to be intentional about learning your partner and learning your mate. And sometimes it takes you out of your comfort zone. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times in relationship, we all go out of our comfort zone for the right person. We'll say, man, I ain't never do this. I don't do this for nobody, but I'm doing it for you because that's the love that we have for that person.
So promise, I got it.
So love stretches you. You know what I'm saying? Love takes you to another place, like affection, emotion. It takes you to a place that you normally wouldn't even go for nobody.
Nobody.
But that person, you know what I'm saying, who stretches you that far. So I really feel like to the answer to the question, why is it so hard to be in a relationship? It's hard when you're not being intentional about being happy. Sometimes women want to be right and they want to be happy. So you got to pick and choose. Is it more important to be right, but you damage your relationship, than it is to be happy and stay with the man that you love? Because you can push the man away that you love trying to be right. When essentially you can pick and choose your battle and just know you right, but don't talk about it. I feel like one of the strongest attributes of man and woman is silence. My grandfather used to always say, just because you know doesn't always mean you should speak on it.
Yeah.
So you learn when to speak and when not to. And so to get to that level of control emotionally takes you working on yourself to learn, how to work through that. But a lot of it comes from that being intentional. So my answer to the question is you got to be intentional, right? You got to be intentional about learning your person. Then it ain't hard. Because if I know what makes a person happy and I want to be with them, I'm going to do what make them happy. That's
that's deep what you said, because can you say that with all relationships? I'm talking about even family members and friends, because one thing about a relationship or a friendship, it's a ship. A ship don't run by itself.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? Meaning, okay, if I keep meeting you 90%, you keep meeting me 10%, it ain't no ship. You need to jump off this ship. But at the end of the day, if we meet each other, if something happened to me while I'm working, I need you to step up. The same thing. Then it becomes a friendship or relationship. So everything what you're saying, man, is dope. And I think in the beginning, man, as men, we put so much effort to learn them, to maintain and keep them. But in the end, they get so spoiled that they forget to do it to us. And that's why we leave. You see what I'm saying? Because now we have to get that, what we desire, the thing, the gas that we need to put in our cars to keep us going. We have to get it somewhere else. But yet you get mad, but after we tell you this, how many times you going to have a headache when I want to have sex? I'm
you better take that BC powder before I get home. Like, you better
if you got so much on your mind, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? We can split the chores. Yo, you cook, I'll wash the dishes. I'll do the laundry. So you deny me something that's mine, because once we become together, we together. You mine and I'm yours.
You ain't even supposed to have to talk about it. Yeah, you ain't supposed to have to talk about it. Like,
don't get it twisted. I mean, we have things we go through, but I'm just being 100, man. Like, man, listen, man, I love going on dates, and I pay for dinner and she'll pick up the tip, and the next time she'll do it and I pick up the tip. That show me that we can build kingdoms and empires together.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? It shows me these things right there. You see what I'm saying? I take females through a filter system. If like, I know they use game. Where you taking me out to eat today? I was thinking, like, let's go get some coffee and walk to the park. If you can't pass that test, you're not getting a dinner date with me. You're not getting a dinner date with me.
Nah, for real.
I'm being 100, man, because what's going on, man. Much as I love my women, because of social media and all this right here, men are starting to wake up. We starting to wake up to your hot girl summer, your tricks and all this right here, because we got homegirls and they telling us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I really know what goes on with them all girl trips when y'all leave and go out the country. I got people. I got people in TSA. They tell me, not only you pack your rolls, but you pack double-sided dildos. So I'm just saying.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying, like, man, men are starting to wake up to the tricks and the drama. But we love y'all. We need y'all. But it's like the game's got to stop, man. Like, take accountability, man. We have to take accountability as men if we want y'all.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. Yeah. Listen, y'all done got some sauce today. I told you this is gonna be a burner. Like, I felt it in my shunda. This was gonna be iconic. You know what I'm saying? I felt it in my spirit. Man, this is what I'm talking about, man. This has been an outstanding dialogue. Man, listen, we get some great feedback coming across the screen, man. Some great dialogue from everybody, man. We appreciate y'all for, jumping in there and just let us know how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? Again, we want to talk about it, man. We want to talk about it. And, man, I think we got a lot of stuff out. Let me make sure I got everybody questions. You know what I'm saying? Everybody questions that came out. All right, so listen, right now, all right, so Dig, let me plug this commercial in here real quick. This is a commercial. Let me plug the commercial in. All right, bang. So if you're a brother on the show right now, right, you listening in, and you want to get on the show, right? I don't know everybody. I know cats that I know who reach out and, we vibe and our energy connect and we rock, right? We rock. But it's some good talent out there that I don't know. And you got some topics that you a man, you want to get on the panel. I need you to go to the landing page, gentlemenonly.us, right? Gentlemenonly.us. Us. It's us. Me, you, men, panel, us. Go to the site, put your information in so I can know who you are. Because if I don't know you, I can't get you on the show, right? So let me get to know who you are. Drop your information, go through the site, connect in, and let's stay connected, right? Also, if you're on here right now, y'all can go to YouTube, because some of y'all might be watching for Facebook, but go to YouTube and you can go subscribe to the channel, right? So all the updates that come up with the shows, because we run replays for the show, you may want to watch this again. Go subscribe, right? Also go subscribe to Spotify, right? Gentlemen Only, as it said at the bottom, as well as make sure you go and subscribe on Clubhouse. Because what's going to happen over there is we building up our Clubhouse member room, because what's going to happen is after we do the show, we're going to start doing an after hours talk. So we're going to have another talk where the man who is not on the panel can chime in on what we talked about on the show.
That's cool. That's dope.
So we're going to do an after hours talk of Gentlemen Only. So if you thought the show was dope and you was vibing with it and you got some energy and some good intellect from it and you got something to say, but you wasn't a selected panelist, we're going to be in Gentlemen Only, right? We're going to jump in there and then we're going to talk about it where all the men can dialogue. You follow me? So that's why I got the Clubhouse link at the bottom. So if you're on the site right now, go to Clubhouse. Get them. We want to build that up to get a couple hundred people in there first before we jump in the room. So let's go in there and get in the room. All right, makes sense. So everybody go subscribe to the Dynamite Sloan so you can get the replays. Go to Clubhouse. Let's get the membership up, right? Make sure you subscribe on the Spotify. Let's get in there because we want to build up the viewership and the content to make sure, because we got more stuff that's dropping that's going to be coming to you. So we want to make sure everybody's in the right position, right? All right, hold on. I got a comment right here. Oh, yeah. I just sent you a message, yo. All right, I got you. All right, so
I had to goddamn write my thoughts down. Y'all was coming strong. Look, I put in the private chat. Let me
I'm doing a commercial real quick, OG, and I'm like, wait a second, Gio sent me something.
Nah, it ain't even for you. It's for me. I accidentally clicked enter.
Hey, yo, listen. Hey, yo, Eric. Hey, Gio in house now, so
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We in the house.
Oh yeah,
all the way in the
everything in the house.
Gio say, listen, I raised my flower in the house. You know what I'm saying? I make my music in the house, my woman in the house, my kids in the house. You know what I'm saying? Gio got the plants over here growing. Like, listen, he said, listen. I said, nephew, what kind of flower you going? He said, hey, Unc, I got runts up here. He going exotic.
Yeah.
And Gio got exotic up in there. So listen, we want to make sure nephew all the way situated. So ladies, gentlemen, like, we appreciate you being on. We like to keep our show around an hour, hour 15. But I knew this topic was going to be one that we was going to go over an hour because there was so much meat on the bone. So again, make sure you guys go and subscribe to make sure we can actually, you know what I'm saying, jump in there. Thank you, Miss Alexander. She said she enjoyed the dialogue. I appreciate you, Queen. You know what I'm saying? Listen, listen, you always got feedback. I always respect your feedback. I respect you as an individual as well in the city. So, you know, keep joining in, keep supporting, man. I see my bro in there, Los. What's up, Los Diggy? Got my cousin over there, Los, and
Los.
What's up, babe? And so we got the family coming in. Got my man Seven Hughes, man. Seven do all our graphics for us and make sure we tight. That's my branding specialist. Man, look him up, man. Seven, keep everything tight and ready to go all the time, man. Solid dude. Seven, I've been on the show plenty of times, right? Seven, the polygamist is what they know him about, right? But Seven is a branding. He's a creator, right? He's celestial, right? He's a great brother all the way around. So we want to make sure we do that. So listen, but before we wrap up and get up out of here, listen, I'm going to go back around one more time. And we're gonna start with OG again. So OG, if you could tell them on closeout, right? What would you hope a person is able to get from the show, right? From this particular topic from the show, what would you hope men and women walk away with, right? What's your takeaway from the show?
Yo, for real, I hope. And I'm gonna say this, man. I didn't know who Kevin Samuel was until he died, and I seen all the hate from females online. And then when I went and checked Kevin Samuel out, he was dope. You know why he was dope?
He was.
Because he was healing. He was healing your soul and your spirit. Even though you didn't like how he was coming, but he was healing. And his approach is he only approached you how you approach him. So my thing, I hope that y'all got out of this, man, is learning, healing, and growth, man. We have to be better, man. We have to do better. And not only that, and this also a warning to females, man. You know, don't get over ahead of yourself. Y'all winning. We want y'all to win. We want to win with you. But at the same time, don't let the winning blind you where you forgetting your women intuition, or you forgetting about life, or you forgetting about your other half. Don't let the bag kill you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the bag drag you. Don't let the bag make you miserable and die alone. You know, and I thank you, big brother, for having me on here, man. This was dope, man.
Absolutely.
And nice to meet you, Gio.
Blessings, man. Like that's a great takeaway, man. Don't let it blind you. That's all we saying, man. Like we want our households to be ordered. You realize, like, in our culture, we have one of the most divided culture of household, man and child. So this is what we saying. Like, it may sound funny when y'all first saw the topic, how the mindset of, you know, is going to have lonely women. But all we saying is we don't want y'all to be alone. That's all we saying. Like, we want our households to be together. Like, I realized the difference between, you know, coming through my life when I was married and then separated, then engaged and separated. Like, I understand, like, what that looked like and how it affected my child. I understand how it affected me. And all we saying is we understand where we go wrong in our relationships in life, but we can't be making it a trend to continue the defects. It's a defect. We don't want to make a defect trendy that's already breaking our culture. Wow. That's what we're saying. We can't make a defect become normal. That's not natural. It's not normal. And so we don't want an abnormal woman who's traumatized and defective. You know what I'm saying? And she don't want a man that's over traumatized and over aggressive. She don't want that. We don't want that. So all we're saying is we don't want you guys to get us out of a mindset that it's okay to be like that when we both know it's not. Let's get down to the real. Let's stop faking and fronting. You want a man, we want a woman. Let's heal. Let's grow. Let's be like Gio and make a family. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Arizona in the desert and grow some flower and make a family. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good ganja, goddamn. It's a good ganja. I see the trees in the back.
Gio moved to the desert, had a family, and started growing his flower. You know, happy ever after. You know, turning into my Molly nephew. You know what I'm saying? He good to go.
Yeah, we out here. We out here.
And nephew, give us a wrap up, man. What you want people to be able to take away from the show, bro?
Man, honestly, for the men, just, you know, pay attention, you know, stay observative and you know, grow. For the females, just don't be fooled, you know, don't follow the culture. It's just the culture. It's what's on TV. Like, follow the culture, but try to improve it. You know what I mean? Like, follow it to understand what it's doing, but don't be fooled. You know what I'm saying? Follow your heart. Follow the spirit, you know, that God give you. Stay positive. It's a marathon. You know, like Nip said, it's a marathon. So don't expect to get what you want, quick. It's gonna take time. Life takes time. It's a journey. So just, don't be fooled, stay smart, you know what I'm saying? Don't follow the culture, be the change, you know what I'm saying? So stay in-house, you know what I'm saying? Don't be out here trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm serious, like it's really like that. It's really like that. I'm about to start growing tomatoes. Quit playing with me.
Listen. Hey, yo, Gio, that's your brand right there. Everything in-house. Next time I want to see a t-shirt. Everything in-house. Let's go. That's it.
Live, bro. We got your coin phrase on the Gentleman's Only.
Yo,
everything in-house.
Everything in-house. Let's go.
That's your life now. That's your life.
That's your life, bro.
That's peaceful though. Like, bro, I'm so proud of you, bro. Like, listen, Gio, how old are you now? 30 what? How old are you now?
Nah, I'm 29. I ain't 30
wow.
I know he's right at 30. I brought that out for a reason.
Yo, that's dope, bro.
29. Like, that's why I want a nephew on the show. 29, been married 8 years, been in the service, got his children. Listen, you got brothers out here that'll pay the price. Yo, listen, listen to his mindset. He was raised around a woman that was a woman. She wasn't a hot girl. I know his mom. She wasn't a hot girl. She was a woman. She took care of her children.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And look what the product she raised. You know what I'm saying? Even when his mom and dad went together the whole time, but his dad was present.
Yeah.
Look what he did to his son.
Yeah.
Now let's talk real.
Yeah.
You're looking at a product of a 29-year-old mother who kept her head down and raised her son to be a man. The father that stayed his hand on his kid, still taught him his talent, make him cultivate his gift. This man went to service, served his country, got married, had a family, did exactly what he saw. Man, woman, child. That's what he did, because that's what he was taught. Now he in the desert growing flower, done turning the Bob Marley, you know what I'm saying, with his family and everything in the house, and he happy. Look at that smile. He happy.
29, bro. He's 29 years old.
And he's 29. Happy, living his life in the desert with his flowers.
About to grow tomatoes. He's about to grow tomatoes.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, when it's done right, it ain't never no such thing as a perfect situation. But if we work on the dynamics of trying to keep it as natural as possible, man, woman, child, respect, dynamics, we can produce good fruit. Does that make sense? And our culture as a people can continue to elevate and grow because we're being intentional about raising a good product. Like, me and my wife separated when Adriana was 8, but we kept our culture, man, woman, and child, close, and my daughter came out as a good product. Does that make sense? The relationship may not always work out, but the childship has to work out. Yeah. We have to make sure the babies come out right. Does that make sense? Yeah. And so for the culture, we don't want y'all to be in the mindset of I don't need a man, and then we end up damaging our culture. That's all we're saying. We already divided by government. We divided by society. We divided by street code. We divided by ego. We divided by all these different things that make us separate. Let's not let the media fool us to think it's okay to be like that, because it really ain't. Because when you lay down at night, sis, them sheets get cold.
Yeah. Or when somebody try to break in that door.
Yeah. Them sheets cold at night. You know what I'm saying? You can't play footsie with yourself, sis. Like, you want something to wrap around in that pretzel and hold. You know how we hug you and we cuff that one arm? You know, that's that male lock-in right there. You know what I'm saying? That security every woman wants. So let's keep it all the way 100, man. Let's make sure we do it the right thing. Listen, it's your boy Adrian Dynamite, son of living legend, man. Listen, let me tell you something, man. I absolutely enjoyed the show. I absolutely enjoyed the guest that was on tonight, man. Y'all did an amazing job, both of you, man. And so we're going to run the playback back. Let's talk about it when we end the show. Let's talk offline a little bit, y'all. So y'all stay on as I close the show out. And let's talk about we're going to run a part 2 next week, right? Or we're going to run how we're going to run the show. So y'all stay on for just a second. But let me say this to the guests before we close the show out. We thank y'all for hopping on Gentlemen's Only, a safe place for men to be able to talk, right? Real men with real topics, having real dialogue for healing and for growth. Never a bashing session, but it's going to be some sensitive topics because we live in a society that we really got to speak the truth. We can't allow these topics to go on and we just laughing about it and we just allow them to go on, but we're not addressing it. So Gentlemen Only is a place that men can really address the topic and we can be honest with what's going on so we can grow our community, we can grow as men, we can grow our family, and we can connect so we can take our family and our community to the next level. We got to do it for the culture, but we got to do it the right way. All right. So as your Agent Dynamite on the Living Legend, y'all know my saying, somebody got to pay the price up front and forward, no discount. That person got to be you, man. Peace and blessings, man. We catch you on the show next week. Peace. Boss Talk, Gentlemen Only, man. We out of here.
Yay.